Mark Twain once said that it's not what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so that gets you into trouble. And what you probably know for sure that just ain't so is that you have limitations, and that it's not possible for you to be able to manifest and attract things into your life, that it's not possible for that all of these limitations that we've placed on ourselves, I call it ordinary consciousness. Like we've been raised to be ordinary. We've been raised to fit in. There's a book up here written by a woman in Australia. Her name's Bronnie Ware. It's called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. I really recommend you look at this book. This was a nurse who worked in hospice. And I know my mom was in hospice not too long ago. And they're just angels, these people. And she would interview the people that she worked with and kept very copious notes on it and wrote a book called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. Like, she would ask them, what is it that you regret as you look back at your life? And the top regret of the dying is, I wish I'd have had the courage to live my life the way I wanted to, rather than listening to other people telling me what I should or shouldn't do. That's the top regret that people have of the dying. The person you're listening to tonight won't have that regret. I have lived my life the way I know within I had to live it.
What I want you to do is become aware of that divine intelligence, invisible that it is within you. It's always talking to you. It's got great messages for you. And every burning desire that you've ever had placed into your consciousness is something that is placed there, not by your personal self, not by because you can't get a hold of a desire. You can't see it. We can go inside your brain and we can find the command center, which allows you to have a thought that says, I think I'll wiggle my finger or anything else. But there's a commander in the command center that is your impersonal self. It is the divine intelligence, and it is always speaking to you and encouraging you and giving you callings. What you have to do is come to an understanding that it's there for you, it's always with you, and when you listen to it and begin to serve in the way that I spoke about, like you're sitting on an airplane, which I do a lot, and someone walks by and they can't reach up to put their bag up there. You can have what some people say, I saw this in USA Today, they say, well, if they're too short to put their stuff in the overhead compartment, then they should check it. That was a big response in the paper just yesterday morning. For me, I see someone, a shorter person trying to reach up, and it doesn't matter who they are. It's like, this is such an incredible opportunity for me to just reach out and do something for some. When you do that, you find this impersonal, you find the light.
And I was just having such a wonderful time realizing that things were taking place in my life, throughout my entire life, that there was divine guidance available to me. You know, the first 5 books that I wrote for the public, which were all bestsellers, the word God, or the word spiritual, or higher awareness, or higher consciousness, was in one book, one time, of those 5s. Only once, one reference in 5 best-selling books. In the book I wrote following that, called You'll See It When You Believe It, there were 39 references to God, Spirit, and higher consciousness. And then I wrote entire books called There's a Spiritual Solution to Your Sacred Self. What was going on here? I never sat down and decided that I was going to now start writing from a new perspective, that I was now going to write spiritual books and spiritual consciousness and become someone who talks about, on television with love written on his chest. And who made that decision? Like, You know, as you go through your life and you step back, that's what Rashad Field was talking about, is you step back and see things from a very different perspective than you've ever seen them before, you start to realize there's a cross between eternal time and chronological time, and when you are there and you can see both of them operating at the same time, that's when the absolute magic takes place. All of you have this. I mean, it doesn't take me more than 15 or 20 minutes, because I had a huge therapy practice back in New York, back in the 70s and 80s. And I could get to somebody's, what made them feel good, the way I described feeling good a little while ago. What it was, whether it was, it's usually something creative, but sometimes it just has to do with children, sometimes it has to do with animals. Whatever it is, there's something that's in there that's just, and if you listen to my radio show on Mondays on Hay House Radio, you'll hear me talking, always asking the people, what is it that makes you feel good? Not makes your body feel good. What is it that makes your soul, What does it make that makes your soul feel good?